Professor. Hello there.
Hi there. I enjoy baking. I see. Cooking is much. Wow. Professor?
That smell. This is...
This is my favorite.
I think I... Today's dish was so good. Oh, but not as good as your homemade sweets, Mercy. You're too kind. Maybe I'll bake some for you next time, Professor.
Will you talk to her for me? She's been avoiding me non-stop.
Of course I avoid him. I avoid everyone. Well... I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. This is no good. Oh.
Need something? This one? You're all set. See you again soon.
Professor? It seems that most of... Isn't that a bit... Hey, Professor. I'd like to be in your class. I've been thinking,
Maybe I ought. Wow, very decisive. I like it. I'll be there on time and.
Professor. Hello, Professor. Do you have a moment? Well, I have this book of battle tactics that I borrowed from one of the knights. There's one part that I just don't understand. Do you think you could explain it to me? Great, thank you so much. It's about this diagram here. I don't get why the knights are grouping up in that forest there. I just can't see the advantage to a formation like that. Yay, I finally get it! You really are a great teacher. No way, I couldn't have done it without you. I just love learning new things. That's why I came to the Officers Academy. I want to learn magic, battle tactics, martial arts, and well, all kinds of stuff. I'm learning more now than I have in my whole entire life. Speaking of, I'd better go visit the library for some research before magic practice, which is just before sword training. That's just not possible. I always find it's more tiring to laze around doing nothing. I've never been any good at that. I have to have something to do. Like, on my days off, I need to get up early and take care of the cleaning first, or I just can't relax. Know what I mean? Oh, I'm so glad you agree. You'd be surprised how rare it is to find people like us. Mercy never sets foot outside her room on her days off. I don't get that girl sometimes. Not to mention... Oh, wait. Oh, no! I was supposed to be on cooking duty today! Ugh, I completely forgot! Sorry, Professor, but I have to run. Thanks again for your help! Ah! Who put this stupid barrel here?
What the? You there, youngster. Won't you listen to this old man's troubles? I was born and raised right here in this town. I spent my whole life here. My daughter lives in the Empire, and she sent me a letter to ask if I was keeping up with my daily worship.
Well, hello there, Professor. Is this a friend of yours? Is that so? I was sure you two knew each other. Is there something we can do for you, good sir?
Oh, what a lovely young lady. I was just telling this kind soul a story.
Really? What's troubling you?
Well, I was thinking of going to daily prayer, but my leg's been acting up and I can't walk properly.
How terrible. That's no good at all. May I be of assistance? I'd be happy to lend a shoulder and escort you to the chapel.
Would you? Oh, I'd be most grateful to you. Thank the goddess for sending this young lady to me today.
We'll need your help too, Professor. Here, sir, take my arm. Splendid work, Professor. You really seem to appreciate our assistance. Putting a smile on someone's face always seems to brighten up the day. Is something wrong? You're giving me a strange look. Oh, how should I put this? I suppose it's just second nature to me. It's difficult to describe, but I can usually tell when someone is worried about something. Back there, I could tell that both you and the old man were in distress.
I spent a good amount of my life living in the church. Maybe that's why I'm so good at identifying these things? Did I not mention that before? I spent nearly 10 years of my life in the Church of Fargus. Many came to us with their troubles. In my own time of need, I once ran to the church myself, and they helped me. May I share something with you, Professor? It's about a dream of mine. I'd like to work in the church one day. I want to be like the priest who helped me. Never mind. It's not a very realistic dream. Please forget I said anything. If I were someone else, perhaps a commoner without a crest or stature, maybe things would be different. It's a bit sad, but this is the way things have to be. After all, only the goddess can decide our fates.
Excuse me, Professor. I know how I love. Forgive me my moment. Just know that I am praying.
First Tomas, both Tomas. It was reported as if perhaps thinking of it like how they managed.
Excuse me.
Hey, you.
You've Manuela, we can't do all. I've always seen you're a very
Right. I wonder who the...
I learned. It is a... Oh. How?
Thanks for... Thanks... You're... I would like... All fi... All... I learned... Thank... Yeah. Am I making... Yes. Professor.
It's just, I was wondering why it seems as if no one values their own lives. Why do we fight until we die? Why do we kill without hesitation? I hate it. I don't like taking lives, or even the sight of blood. In the last battle, some of the soldiers under my command died for foolish reasons. Those soldiers could have pulled back. Instead, they kept fighting and were overrun. Am I supposed to be satisfied with the victory alone, even at the cost of such life? Exactly. I don't see the point. Honor? That's a foolish reason to give your life. Glory? Even worse. Just the thought frightens me. I'm not suited for battle, Professor. I suppose that's the nature of the world, isn't it? Professor, you take the time to lead me and teach me like this every day. Could the reason be that you don't want me to die on the battlefield? That's a bold statement, Professor. But for whatever reason, I want to believe you. You really are a strange person, you know. Professor, I wish to ask something of you. I don't want to kill. I don't want blood on my hands. I just want to lie on my back and soak up the sun filtering down through the trees. And I want you to help me make that a reality.
Can't argue with...
Better than before.
I'd never have learned this.
Am I starting to master this?
I'm really getting the hang of this.
Am I making progress?
Thank you so much.
Hey, Professor. How's life treating you? Are you working today? You gotta take a day sometime. Get out in the world and have some fun. Right? Sometimes you gotta forget all the things you ought to do and focus on what you'd rather do. Hey, we should go get something to eat. My treat. Ah, fine. You're missing out, though. I need to ask a favor, and I wanted a way to work up the courage to ask you. There are thieves in my family's territory. I was wondering if you'd go with me to drive them off. You remember the thief leader you fought at Conan Tower, yeah? Yes, Miquelon. He was the oldest son of House Gautier. What's left of his band of thieves is causing trouble in Gautier territory. My father has asked me to come home and put down those murderous jerks. But he's asked for me to come alone. No knights, no backup of any sort. That's crazy, right? And the way my father is, he probably has some other motive that I'll never know. Maybe he just wants me to get some more experience in battle. A crazy way to suggest it, though. Anyway, I'm not going alone, no matter what he asks. I'm going to ask some of the others in our class to help too. But none of us have your experience. If you'd come with us, I'd be grateful. Great! I'll talk to the others and see who's in. Thanks, Professor. Okay, we've got some of the thieves are still. Gotta be careful though. Target the strong.
I will get the victory.
Who, me? Here we go.
I got this.
Yep. Nighty night.
My father is offering a reward for every. Just remember, take the stronghold.
Sure thing. Don't forget who you're dealing with. I'm on it. Ready and willing.
Stay focused.
Let us away.
Sorry, but victory is mine.
The sun. Happenstance can be deadly.
How's...
Not too shabby. Just like that. It was a good try. Each battle a chance to grow.
No biggie.
Look at you!
Okay, that'll do it. Very good. Now, that's one more stronghold. There are still some strongholds.
Thanks much.
That is that.
Oh.
Another escape route blocked. Take out those thieves.
Should I have held back? Knew you could do it. As expected. Face it, I'm better than you. Should I have held back? Sure thing. Stay focused.
I will get the victory.
Let us away.
Ready and willing.
I got this. Sorry, don't know my own strength.
Yep.
The sun.
I'm on it.
Who, me?
Good round. Let's get out of here for now. Ugh, they're getting away.
I will not be stopping.
Each battle a chance to grow. Never underestimate an outsider.
That's the last of them. Great work, everyone. Thieves everywhere. At least we've restored the peace here. Professor, thank you for your help. We drove off the thieves and got a reward from my father. Job well done, eh? Although, I don't know how to feel about this particular reward. I guess that's why my father tasked me with this mission. He wanted me to prove myself worthy of this relic. This weapon, the Lance of Ruin, it killed my brother, and now it's mine. Not remotely. I bear the crest of Gautier. The same crest my brother wished for his whole life, but never came to possess. I suppose I am. Miquelon hated me from the moment he found out I had a crest and he didn't. He was selfish and egotistical. I know it's not right to say bad things about the dead, but he earned it. Even now, I'm still cleaning up his messes. I have to wonder though, what if it was the other way around? If he had the crest, and I didn't, would I be the one my father thought was worth forgetting? Or would my fate have been wholly unlike his? You're probably right, Professor. It's not like me, is it? I don't pray much, but I think I'm going to pray for those who lost their lives to the thieves tonight. And for all of us. I'm afraid there are more days like these coming our way. Vargas has always been a cold place, never very well-to-do. Until about 10 years ago, our region was a battlefield for the people of the Serais region to the north. And after the late king fell, the whole kingdom became unstable. So, it's no real surprise that more and more people are resorting to thievery, just to survive. And there are those rumors of the current regent being too busy chasing the ladies to bother with governing. Don't worry, I get the irony. The whole damn kingdom is in decline because of nonsense like that. I'm hoping once we get Dimitri on the throne, everything will get better. Anyway, I'll leave it up to you to decide how you want to use our reward, including the Lance of Ruin. I know I can trust you with it until you think I'm ready. And Professor, if I could, I'd still like to buy you a meal sometime. No, I'm just asking a friend to hang out, that's all. Again though, thank you for everything, Professor. I couldn't have done it alone.
My, thank you so much.
There you are. I have a request for you. It has to do with that plot to assassinate Lady Rhea. The bishop leading the Western Church was somehow involved. And speaking of the Western Church, there was also that incident in which one of the more extreme factions tried to occupy sacred land. Enough is enough. So now the Knights of Seros have been tasked with putting the bishop down. I thought you and your students could come with us. Because you wield the Sword of the Creator. Lady Rhea is going to personally execute the bishop. I have been appointed as her guard. I want your help protecting her. So, what do you say? Will you come?
Excuse me. I'd like to come along.
Ash, you were listening in? It's not up to you whether you can come along.
Please, this is important to me.
Your adoptive father, Lord Lonato, had connections to the Western Church. I understand that you want answers. But our objective is to punish, not to investigate. We can't let you jeopardize the mission.
I won't get in the way. I promise.
What do you say, Professor? Keep in mind, we would be bringing the whole class, not just Ash.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I guess it's fine. Get ready then.
There she is, a sneaky little witch, trying to pass herself off as the goddess's envoy. Archbishop Rhea, I'll bring judgment upon you in the goddess's stead.
They're using the fog as cover to ambush us. What a cheap ploy.
It won't do any good to get annoyed, Catherine. That voice. We are up against a faction of bishops.
They've shown themselves at least, so we won't have to go to the trouble of finding them. All right, you got a death wish? Come at me! You really want to fight against Thunder, Catherine? Please, Professor, don't let Lady Rhea get hurt. Our mission isn't just to wipe out all the enemies, but also to protect Lady Rhea. Ready?
Sure thing.
Yep.
I'll give it my all.
I got this.
I'll crush them all.
Let us away.
Stay focused.
Here we go.
Sally forth!
So helpful.
Ready and willing.
You fought well.
Shall do nicely. Who, me? I...
That's how it goes. I'm stuck. My...
That's what you get.
Thanks.
That is that.
Should have trained better. I got this. Sorry, don't know my own strength.
Ready and willing.
Who, me? I'm all sweaty.
I'll give it my all.
Yep. Easy peasy.
Stay focused.
Never underestimate an outsider.
Let us away.
Sally forth!
So helpful.
Who, me?
Here we go.
Sure thing. Ready and willing.
Stay focused. Should I have held back?
Let us away.
Thanks.
Yep. I'll give it my all. That was tough.
Nighty-night.
Face it, I'm better than you. Who's next?
It all comes down to this.
Lady Rhea, hold the line!
You shall not be forgiven.
I got this.
That's what you get.
Lovely.
Here we go.
Who, me? Let us away. I put in some work. Sally forth!
Ready and willing. Sure thing. Out of my way.
It seems that taking out the priest has stopped. We should be able to stop the reinforcements coming.
Stay focused.
So helpful.
Up to you.
I got this.
forget who you're dealing with.
I appreciate it. Oh, I won!
Be mindful. Each battle a chance to grow.
They will not be able to send any more.
Good work, Lady Ray.
Yep. I'll give it my all. Yep.
Up to you.
Who, me? Sally Ford!
Thanks. Here we go.
Stay focused.
Let us away.
So helpful. I appreciate it.
I got this.
Sure thing.
I'll crush them all.
I'll give it my all.
Ready and willing.
Apostates will suffer the hell.
So helpful. I appreciate it.
Lenato's blood. Were you Lord Lenato's? All we did was salvation. I'm starting to. Apostates.
You are the apostle. Goddess, have mercy.
It would have been better if we... What now, Lady Rhea?
We must go to the headquarters of...
Let us help too.
I am sure you will be a great...
My thank you so much.
Thanks, Professor. I really appreciated your help with the investigation. That's it for today. Head back to Également. The church will have to choose a new bishop and do whatever else is necessary to rebuild the Western Church. Lady Rhea is grateful to all of you. She said she would send along a reward. You should feel very proud. Receiving a gift directly from Lady Rhea is exceedingly rare. Still, that was a real mess, huh? For them to come out and charge us so boldly. As am I. We kept Lady Rhea safe, thanks to you. Hey, where did Ash go? I haven't seen him for a while. Could he still be back there? I'm glad he's so dedicated to his work, but... There you are, Ash. We were just talking about... Why the brooding expression? Hey, what's that bundle of papers in your hand?
This was given to me. It has to do with my family. I haven't finished reading it all yet. But I think it might offer some clues about something I need to know. Professor, Catherine, thank you for letting me come with you on this mission. I'd better get ready to go.
It's a little painful to watch. I do hope that those papers, whatever they are, will help him get over his past. I suppose it's time for us to start heading back to the monastery.
What to do? What to do? Not really sure I should be trusting him. But if I can make a decent profit... Professor! You need some money? Of course you do. I've got the perfect job for you. Although, it's not without its issues. Yep. Apparently, there's some priceless treasure that's been unearthed. If you can believe it, it predates the Adrestian Empire. I've been asked to secure troops for the job, but I've got to cover the cost for them. The upside is whatever we find, we get halvesies on. But there's a downside, too. Bingo. If we find nothing, I'll be eating those upfront costs. But just imagine the gold if we do find something. It's a risk I'm willing to take. This job is coming from a merchant named Pilardo. Ever heard of him? He frequents the monastery, so he must be somewhat trustworthy. Right? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. You in? Geez, it's not a challenge. I just need your help with excavation. Your job's gonna be to find someone who can help out. And then I'll need you on board at the excavation site. Naturally, the more treasure we dig up, the more money you get. Sound good? Your services are appreciated as always. Let's head out. Come on, we'll be rolling in gold. We really hit the jackpot! Just look at all those shinies! Ah, yes. We'll be filthy rich.
As you say, Miss Anna. Thanks to you, we've achieved our goals.
Hey, Pilardo? What's with the cavalry?
Ah, they're here to transport the treasures. It's quite a load after all.
You trying to pull something? We agreed on a 50-50 split.
Yes, you have it right. Stop fretting about it. You'll be receiving your cut just as soon as I determine the exact value.
Nuh-uh. No way, no how. I can't agree to that. As a merchant yourself, you know I can't. No way am I watching my share of the treasure gallop off into the sunset. We're splitting this up right here and now. I'm not agreeing to it any other way.
Whether or not you agree, I'll be on my way now. Come on then, men. Let's go.
Wait! Come back here!
The wagon will be here any minute now.
Do you really think you're getting away?
You may not be aware, but I know a thing or three about magic.
He knows how to warp. We gotta put a stop to
I got this.
Who, me? Aye, aye.
Sure thing. Don't forget who you're dealing with.
Yep. Nighty-night.
Ready and willing. Never underestimate an outsider.
Sally forth!
Thanks. Let us away. So helpful. Here we go.
Stay focused.
Of course I'd go down.
Here we go.
Stay focused.
Stay focused.
Here we go.
Of course I'd go down. Who, me? I put in some work.
Stay focused.
Here we go.
A bit one.
Yep.
Ready and willing. It's not luck, it's fate.
Didn't you hear? I'm dangerous. I could use a...
I got this. Plenty more where that came from.
Sure thing.
Sally forth! Thanks.
It's not over yet.
You... Let us away.
Face it, I'm better than you.
We made it! Fine.
Glad I hired those mercenaries. Oh. Once I kill you, I'll be able to go about this in better work.
Look!
Why isn't my spell? Everyone, protect the treasure.
Whew. That said...
Who, me?
Strength in action. I got this. Plenty more where that came from.
Stay focused.
Let us away.
I got this.
Sally forth! Sally forth! I shall rise, but your day is past.
Stay focused.
Who, me?
Aye, aye.
I got this.
Ready and willing. Never underestimate an outsider. Thanks.
Yep.
Hilda! Hilda!
Here we go. Let's keep our guard up.
I've been practicing that one.
Sure thing.
Good to go. Strength in action.
That's not so bad.
That is that.
Let us away.
But I... Sally forth! Fearless, as usual.
Stay focused.
Sure thing. Who's next? Luck is up.
Good to go.
Should I have held back?
Let us away.
Should have trained better.
Aye, aye.
Who, me? Yep.
Ready and willing.
Won that.
Here we go.
I shall rise, but your day is past.
That's not so bad.
Don't forget who you're dealing with.
Growth.
I'm not.
Sorry, but victory is mine.
I'm all sweaty.
I've been practicing that one.
I got this. Should have trained better.
Right.
Nighty night.
biggie.
Look sharp.
A bit.
Sorry, did I hurt you? I could use a break.
Who, me?
Hilda! Hilda!
Sally forth!
Fearless, as usual.
I must... Sally forth! I've been practicing that one.
Who, me? Sorry, did I hurt you?
Let us away.
Here we go.
So helpful.
It's not over yet.
It's... And that's a wrap. Well... That makes two of us. But either way, I'm still grateful for your aid. And just look at how much we got back. It should cover all our costs and then some. You'll be rewarded handsomely. Though if that guy calls himself a merchant, maybe I shouldn't call myself one. We'd better submit a proper report and get some people to teach him a real lesson. I almost feel bad for Pilardo. No, wait. He tried to rip me off. I don't feel bad at all.
My thank you so much.
I am grateful.
I have gratitude.
Thanks so much.
Teach. Solon and his lackeys. Their whereabouts have been discovered. Apparently they're lurking in the sealed forest, not too far from the monastery. Rhea has called back all of the knights who were out searching to round them up. Seems like it could take some time for them to make it back here, but she didn't ask for our help. Perhaps to prevent you running headfirst toward revenge? It's only natural that you would leap at the chance for it. Anyone would.
No, I will not allow it.
This discovery comes just when the knights are at their busiest. It is all too likely that our foes revealed themselves to lure you out there. They are the ones who took Gerald from you. I know how you must despise them, but I must ask you to rein in your personal feelings for now.
Please, Professor, do not act carelessly. I ask that you leave this to us. Losing you so soon after losing Gerald would be unbearable.
Listen, Rhea, and Lady Rhea, this move is the most strategic. The military strategy I'm devising will soon echo across Fodlan's history. I'm sure of it. Just think about it. Most of the knights are still far away, and we can't afford to have Seteth and friends abandon the monastery. So the only person who can take action now also happens to be our best commander. It's Teach, and wherever Teach leads, we'll follow. And since you've taught us that this sort of thing is always a possibility, we're already prepared for battle. We can buy the knights more time, not for revenge, but for a defensive attack on behalf of the monastery.
Professor, do you agree with this strategy? Understood. I will give you the order. Destroy the enemy that is hiding in the sealed forest. You have the protection of the goddess on your side. Whatever happens, you shall overcome.
We have our orders, Teach. Now all that's left is to pull out a miracle. Hi, Flame. Have the Four Saints caught your fancy?
Hello there, Claude. No, not particularly. I was merely looking.
I see. In any case, do you mind if I ask you a little something? It's about your family's origin.
This again? There is truly nothing of interest to discuss on that topic.
Ah, but when you try to change the subject like that, it drives me mad with curiosity. That said, taking a secret by force isn't my style. That's why I devised a different approach. Relentless nagging.
Might I suggest giving up entirely? Truth be told, my brother has asked that I not speak of my background to anyone.
I thought it might be something like that. Oh well, guess I'd better give up on trying to get you to tell me yourself. Instead, why don't I tell you about the theory I've come up with?
You've concocted a theory, have you? I suppose there is no harm in listening to it.
I did a bit of investigating into the crests that you and Seteth bear. Seteth's is the major crest of Keyhole, and yours is the major crest of Sethlene.
Where did you learn of this?
Oh, I just took a peek at some records by a renowned crest scholar. I'd rather not say more than that. Anyway, my point is that I don't think I've ever heard of two siblings each bearing the major crests of a pair of saints. If the legends are true, then Saint Keyhole was Saint Sethlene's father, wasn't he? Which means if you and Seteth were the descendants of Saint Sethlene, that would explain how you two came to possess Keyhole and Sethlene's crests.
You mean to suggest that my brother and I are the children's children's children of Sethlene?
That about sums it up.
An interesting theory, to say the least. But surely you must know. Saint Sethlene was never married. There are no tales of her having ever had children.
Sure, but the possibilities are endless. It's not like legends are known for their accuracy. But based on your reaction, I guess I'm probably following a bad lead here.
Now then, where is that book on dance?
Hello, Flane. I'm curious if you could confirm some suspicions I have.
Hello, Linhart. What is it?
I've recently been lost in study on the topic of Saint Sethlene. You're familiar with her life, yes?
I know a little of her, as do many. But what does this have to do with me?
Interesting that you would ask that. Your question betrays your understanding of my inquiry.
I am quite certain that it does not, as a matter of fact.
I have interviewed several members of the Academy and the Monastery. All agree that you have trouble focusing on detail-oriented work. As I mentioned, I have been carefully researching Saint Sethleen's history, and I found several intriguing anecdotes concerning her life. Granted, it is not stated explicitly in the texts, but it is easy enough to read between the lines and get to the underlying truth. The authors of several tomes, all written within 50 years of Saint Sethleen's passing, imply she found it difficult to maintain focus on detail-oriented tasks. Then, just this morning, as I was studying statues of Saint Setleen, I came to realize how similar her visage is to your own. Interesting, no?
I do not appreciate your disrespectful approach to this topic.
No disrespect intended, I assure you. Saint Setleen is a major saint. I only mean to say that looking like her is an honor.
I actually meant that you are being disrespectful to Saint Setleen.
There was one other item.
If you must.
You are quite skilled in white magic, yes? My understanding is that you have a very high affinity for the art.
Yes, I do. I am confident in my abilities. I am glad of my abilities, for it is a way in which I am able to help others.
Indeed. Once more an echo of Saint Setleen. I'm so curious as to why such similarities exist. Her crest? Perhaps hereditary traits then? Or is it possible I am allowing myself to see patterns where there are none?
I am very busy searching for a book. I will be going now.
My head is pounding. You'd think I'd get used to this. Oh.
Manuela? Oh my goodness, you look terrible. Don't get up, I'll get you some water. I should fluff up those pillows for you. It will make you more comfortable.
I'm completely hopeless. I was so proud of being the reason you came to Garreg Mach. Dorothea wanted to follow in my footsteps. How great is that? I thought I'd use that as an inspiration to straighten myself out. Be less of a, less of a disgrace. But here I am, right in front of you, dealing with the worst hangover I've had in weeks.
You thought you'd hide this from me?
Wait, you mean you knew?
Even when you were still with the opera company, you had quite the reputation. There was a joke that you could outdrink a fish and the sailor who caught it.
Dorothea, my brain's pounding as it is. Please, stop. It's all true. But I can't handle hearing it from you, the girl I thought I had inspired to greatness. I can't believe I tried so hard to be a good example for you when you knew all along. I should leap into the ocean and drown.
Don't say that. You've not lost a bit of respect from me. Not one bit. Everyone has their faults, and some have more than others, but you are the finest songstress the opera had ever seen. And you've taught me well. What I mean to say is, you're my inspiration. I really do admire you.
Thank you, Dorothea. That means a lot.